about it. What happens is, the Industrial Development Board has the authority to do that. You really don't have the authority to set up a pilot program. So, I'm going to let Mr. Jim Murphy with Bradley, who's the attorney for the Genesis Project Group. He's going to speak on that a little bit and maybe can give you a little bit more information and answer some questions.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Jim Murphy, as the Mayor mentioned. I'm with Bradley, and I represent the company that's interested in acquiring the property from Minnesota Waters. My client is looking at multiple sites in multiple states, so one of the things that obviously will help make the deal happen in Macon County is trying to make a financial package attractive. And so we've been talking with the mayor for several weeks about a pilot arrangement. And a pilot arrangement, I think y'all have done one before, but for those of you who might not understand how this all works, the industrial board has to acquire the property from the company and then lease it back, because the industrial board is a governmental entity, and so its property is exempt from property taxes. And so that's the structure we have to go through. We would convey the property to the industrial board, they would lease it back to the client. And under the statute, for them to abate the county's taxes, the county commission basically has to say, okay, board, we delegate to you the ability to negotiate this mechanism of tax arrangement. The structure is set out here. This is what we talked with the mayor. I think he's talked with the assessor about it as well. The real property tax abatement is 100% for 20, 21, 22, 50% in 23, and from that point forward, it'll be 100% taxable on the real property side. And on the personal property side, we'll have an abatement of 100% of the personal property through 21 through 25, and then from that point on, that will reduce 5% a year until 2034, when it'll stop, and from that point on, it will be, excuse me, next 2035. Yeah, 2035 it goes to 50, and from that point on, it'll be fully taxable. So again, it gives the company an opportunity to get up and get running, because they're going to be basically creating a new business in the county, and it's going to take them a little bit of time to get up to speed. They're anticipating within a 5-year period of having up to about 147 jobs, I think is their goal. This abatement is triggered if they don't meet 75% of that goal, then they lose the abatement going forward. So the mayor has been trying to make sure that my client meets their commitment, and they intend to do that. And so this step is for the county to basically approve the agreement with approve the IDB actually entering into the agreement with our client, and then we would then go forward. Hopefully the plan is to try to close before the end of the month. So this is very close to happening. We've obviously, as the mayor mentioned, we've got the zoning issue that has to get corrected at your next meeting. Obviously that's a condition that has to be met before we close. I'm here to answer any questions anybody might have.
What kind of business are they doing?
They're a food manufacturing business. That's about all I can say today. We're still they're still concerned about too much publicity at this point.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, they're a food manufacturer. And so they really do like this building. It's one of the real attractive features for this county is that you've got a building that they think they can get up and running quickly, versus having any other locations they're looking at, they have to build a new building. So that's one of the advantages here.
And you did up to 140 jobs, and they want to have them all filled by when?
5 years is the goal, is to have those be up at 140 in 5 years.
And startup will be how many?
It's slow, but I'm not exact. I don't want to give you a bad number, but it's a pretty slow ramp. I mean, it's a little bit of a slow ramp up. First couple of years, it's a handful, and then it gets, when they get into production, they've got to do some renovations, so it's going to take them some time to get up and get their equipment in, get the building renovated, deal with all the issues that they have to do to change from a water plant to a food manufacturer, and then hopefully they'll get those jobs in relatively quickly, so that in the 5-year period they'll be up to about 140, 157.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of non-disclosure in these things because of the competitiveness in the company, so it won't be modeled by communities, wanting them to come to their communities and so forth, but I can tell you that I feel like this company is going to be as good, if not better, than what Nestle's was for our community. I think they'll be a good company working with. They're very interested in doing things right. I do know that. They've discussed that on different occasions, that their product will be a good product.
Just one more question. If this gets all approved, when do you all plan on starting?
We're hoping to close on the acquisition by the end of this month, and then be able to, start the renovations immediately. So, I mean, this is a really short time frame deal. But yeah, by the end of the month is what the expectation is.
Thank you. Since Nestle closed, and I've been in touch with the state Commissioner Roth, the Commissioner of Economic Development, has met on this. They're working on this. I've worked in Nestle's Waters attorneys are the ones, because it's Nestle Water property, they're the ones that has to do these rezoning of the property. Another company can't do it. So working with those, working with Mr. Murphy and his company and his team, everyone's working together, and I can tell you the state is going above and beyond to help try to make this happen. They're working with us. So,
Mayor, I'll just add one more. My client is meeting this week with the state officials on workforce, how to set up workforce training and things like that, so that they'll have people who can start to work and understand their business and work in their business. And the state, as the mayor has pointed out, has been extremely helpful in guiding them on how that program will work. So it's been a real team effort. We couldn't have done it without the state, and we can't do it without your help. And so it really is a team approach, and so far this team has worked real well together, and we can get it over the goal line. Thank you.
thank you. So, what you'll be doing is sending this, passing this on to the full body. The Industrial Development Board will meet Wednesday, Mayor Driver, and they will approve this on the condition that it's approved on the 18th under the documents that are presented to them. And so, entertain a motion to send this on the full body. Motion second. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, let it be known by saying aye. All opposed by like sign. This will be carried on.